There's something about the way you make me feel inside. I'm counting down the days till we fly away, heading to the sun, only you and me. Don't wanna waste another day being stuck here in this place. No, wanna hold your hand in mine, watch the sunset in your eyes. Baby, I want us to act like we are 22 right now. Just let go, lose control, play songs on the radio too loud. This could be magical. Whoa, whoa. This could be magical. Whoa, whoa.
Hi everybody, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. My name is Charlotte, and we are going to go ahead and get started with doing dishes, so that way I can start the dishwasher and let it do some passive cleaning while I get around to cleaning the other parts of the house. It has been about a week and a half since the passing of my oldest cat, and the other three cats and I are all still kind of grieving. We're getting by, let's just put it that way. But this video does have some parts where I am cleaning up some of the oldest cat's throw up stains from, they've been on the carpet for weeks and weeks and weeks. So I finally, every time I saw them, I knew I needed to clean them up, but I was just, for some reason, I didn't want to clean them up when they happened. So this weekend, I just decided it was time to go ahead and clean up the spots, because every time I saw them, it kind of made me sad. So, it was a sudden death, a sudden passing. She was healthy, and so last week's cleaning video kind of did a little bit more in depth on it. So I am trying to not cry as much. I still get teary-eyed, but I'm doing much better. I've done my grieving. I still have my moments where I think of her, and tomorrow will be difficult because I have to go to the vet and pick up her ashes. So I'll probably be crying again tomorrow. But anyways, so we are just going to go ahead and get going through the house, doing some stuff. I need to wash my bedspread and do the sheets and everything. So that's what we're doing right now. And this video has 8+ hours of cleaning, yard work, laundry motivation, and meal prepping. So I have shrunk all of that down into less than 40 minutes. So we're going really fast today. Let's put it that way. So, but we have good music, some good upbeat music to clean along with me and everything. So I will be back a little bit later in the video. So I recently just redid my master bathroom, and I just posted the last video of the 4-part series. So if you are interested, I will leave a card for the first video so that way you can watch along with me as I go through and rip out carpet, paint walls, paint ceiling, paint cabinets, doors, then decorate and clean out the bathroom cabinet, all of that type of stuff. So if you are interested in that, please make sure to watch that video, and I will be in April starting on my bedroom refresh here, where I will also be removing the carpet, painting the ceilings, the walls, redecorating, doing a bunch of stuff. So look forward to those videos. And like I said, it will start probably towards the end of April, where you'll start seeing videos. So I am taking vacation days so that way I can kind of focus on working on the bedroom. It hopefully will not take as long as the bathroom did, but I will have to do some fancy furniture rotation because I won't be able to have my furniture in the room, and I'm sorry, I cannot sleep on a twin size bed with 3 cats, and so my guest bed is twin size. I can't sleep on a twin size with 3 cats. And since the passing of the oldest cat, the boys have been all pretty much sleeping in the bed with me, and they all did in the past, but every once in a while it would be like, most of the time it would be Jack was in the bed, and towards the morning then Binks and Sam would walk in, but all of them were sleeping in the bed for the past couple, like the first week, all 3 of them slept in the bed. And now last night I think it was Sam and Jack, and Binks went off to lay somewhere else. It might have been that I kicked him and he decided to move elsewhere. Anyways, so yeah, that's what we're going to be working on in April, is the bedroom refresh. So look forward to that. And for those of you who are new, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Charlotte. I live in the Houston area. I am a cat mom. I have 3 cats now. They are all black and all male cats. They are going to be 3 in May. So they keep me going with their antics and playful time. And you'll see here where Binks is helping me clean and sort out and declutter this bedroom. But yes, Binks is my little inspector, supervisor. He's always coming in to look and see what I'm doing, so seeing if he can get into trouble. But I'm trying to, I think it might be, is that Jack and is that Sam on the table? Or is that Jack on the table? No, that's Sam. That's Sam on the table. See, it's so hard to be able to tell your cats apart when they're all the same color. Anyways, so, but yes, I am a cat mom. I do have another job outside of YouTube, and that is what keeps me busy during the daytime, and it's, you know, office job pretty much. So I'm able at least to work part-time from home, and part-time I do have to go into the office. So I take advantage of the days that I'm able to work from home to be able to do some cleaning stuff around. But the days that I have to go into the office, it's pretty much I'm exhausted because I leave early in the morning. It's still dark, and I leave and get home, and once I get home around 5, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything except for sit on the couch and watch TV. So just because I do work in customer service, so it can get busy sometimes. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. I do cleaning videos. I'm currently doing some home renovation, refresh type stuff going on. I also do budgeting videos. So if you are interested in any of those, please make sure to subscribe. And let's go ahead and get on to listening to some music. She thought she could tear us apart when she kissed your lips. Oh, what a plot twist. 'Cause now you adore me. Go right now. Adore me.
Birds are waking me up. I never knew how good they're able to sing. Soft, cool bed and pillow talk, while the sunbeam slowly moves and hit the sheets. 3-4 hours of sleep, and my shades can't save me now. The sun is just a preheat for the night that's about to come. But I just lost my phone, and I don't know where to go. My friends are getting stoned, somewhere on a boat. Though I feel alright, by drifter's side, strangers on the go. That's all I have to know. Worries fade in the light. I hold a warm hand, we dance through the night. Our favorite song is stereo, while the sunbeam slowly turns into stars. 3-4 hours of sleep, and my shades can't save me now. The sun is just a preheat for the night that's about to come. But I just lost my phone, and I don't know where to go. My friends are getting stoned, somewhere on a boat. Though I feel alright, by drifter's side, strangers on the go. That's all I have to know.
Okay, I'm exhausted just watching all of this back. All that cleaning of the house was Sunday morning, and now it's Sunday afternoon, and I am out mowing the yard. Let's just say that I was exhausted on Sunday. I was planning on mowing the backyard, but I only had enough energy after cleaning the house to mow the front yard, and it needed a lot of work. It's definitely springtime here. You see all the green. It's spring, and my yard, the weeds needed to be mowed before the HOA came screaming at me for not doing yard work, and I needed to edge, and it took a lot longer to edge because the grass runners were very thick. And most of my grass is St. Augustine, so it has little runners, and they can get quite thick when they aren't trimmed weekly basically. And then I just had a lot of pollen pods from the pine trees and the oak trees that need to be picked up as well. And so I was tired. I was tired. I was ready to be inside and not to do anything after this. So I have yet to mow the backyard. So I'm hoping to get around to doing that this weekend, weather permitting and everything. So I also took advantage of this. This is where I was kind of getting tired and just didn't want to continue on doing the edging. So I've been picking up the yard debris and everything. So I went ahead and took some time to pull out all the weeds that were right underneath my crepe myrtle and get that going, because a lot of these weeds are like sticker bushes or burr bushes, or not bushes, but like it's a weed that has burrs. I don't know, but it's in my grass everywhere, and I don't know what type of weed it is, but it's horrible. I have dandelions as well, which are weeds, but they're good weed. You know, you can eat dandelions, you can drink dandelion tea. It's, you know, so it's like they're weeds, but they're not weeds. It's really strange, but I did want to go ahead and get this all pretty much cleaned out and everything. I wanted to share with you guys something that I just kind of threw together. I was trying to just use what I had in my freezer and pantry, and I was like, I don't know if it's going to be good or not. We'll see once we go and eat it, and it's actually really good. So I started off with frozen bags of Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, corn, carrots, and frozen onions. They were diced or cut onions, because I'm too lazy to cut onions. And then I then had like the bacon crumbles that go on a salad. I threw those in a big bowl, and in the bowl I poured in olive oil and then 1 packet of this seasoning, if it will focus. It's not wanting to focus at all. There we go. 1 packet of that, mixed it all together as best as I could because everything was frozen pretty much, and then I dumped it in a casserole dish over there, and it's a 13 by 9 casserole dish. Yeah, 13 by 9. I then put that in the oven, and while that was in the oven, I then drained and rinsed 2 cans of black beans. And then I dumped a can of diced tomatoes with the juice and everything into the black beans. And then I did another seasoning packet of this. Mixed that all together. Didn't add any oil or anything, just used the juices of the tomatoes. And then I dumped that. It was about 15 minutes later. I dumped that on top of what was in the oven already. And from there, I cooked it for about 30 minutes from there. So total for those 2 things, it was 45 minutes. And then once the 45 minutes was up, I pulled it out. The cauliflower was starting to get roasted like that. So then I had a frozen bag of mozzarella cheese, shredded mozzarella cheese. I dumped the entire thing on top of the casserole. It's not really a casserole, but on top of what was in the casserole dish. I dumped all of that, and then I put that in for 20 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that, enough to melt the cheese basically, and then pulled it out and had it, and it's really good. Really good. There's no like corn, no rice, bread, potatoes, none of that. You could add potatoes if you want. I thought about it, but I don't think I have any potatoes that are good. So
You don't even know my name, but I am happy you came by. No lessons learned. Of course you're gonna leave as soon as you came across who I am not. This party sucks, I'm out of luck, and no one seems to get me here. They talk about tomorrow stuff that I don't even wanna hear. The crazy part is that honestly, I came with my girls, wanna dance by ourselves. Can't you tell? Baby, baby, I have thick skin. Yeah, I don't let things get to me. But do you want me to spell it out for you right now? I'm not feeling your vibe. Crystal clear that you're head over heels, but don't come any closer, my dear. Cause when I get mad, I cannot control what might happen. You think you can put your hands on my body. I'm no damsel in distress. Come too close, I might just lose it. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I think you're messing with the wrong girl. I bring the thunder, haven't you heard? But honestly, I just wanna dance with my girls here tonight. No man by our sides. Crystal clear that you're head over heels, but don't come any closer, my dear. Cause when I get mad, I cannot control.
Okay, we're starting off with the first thing that I'm meal prepping, which is tomato basil soup. And in the pot, I'm putting 4 tablespoons of butter, 2 cups chopped onion, 4 garlic cloves chopped, and then I let it kind of saute a little bit. And then I will add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And then once that browns, I will add in 2 28-ounce cans of whole tomatoes, 3 cups of chicken broth. In this case, I used 3 bouillon cubes, vegetable bouillon cubes, and then water. And then I added kosher salt, fresh basil, and I'll add heavy cream later. But while that was cooking and actually trying to come to a simmer over there, I went over and was going to be working on my no churn coffee ice cream. And I am trying to get my recipe here so I can tell you what it is. It is basically 2 tablespoons of instant coffee granules that I mixed with hot water, a 1/4 cup of hot water. And then I have 2 cups of heavy cream that I put into the mixer, and I just have it trying to mix and basically whip the heavy cream until it has stiff peaks. And then I will add in 1 can of sweetened condensed milk and then the instant coffee, basically. And then once that's all mixed in together, I will then kind of fold in the dark chocolate chips. So that's what we're doing right there. And then we'll go back to the tomato basil. And then the other meal that I will be meal prepping here after these 2 are done is a kimchi stew. So look forward to that. And now moving back over to the tomato basil soup, I am basically adding in the basil, and I add in some dry basil because I didn't have enough fresh basil. And then from there, I take it over to the blender, separate it into parts, and blend it. If you have an immersion blender, you can use your immersion blender. I don't have one, so this is what I have to do. So I blend it, or actually puree it, and then once it's pureed, I add it back to the pot, add in the heavy cream. The recipe calls for like 1/2 cup of cream, but I like my tomato basil soup to be creamy. So I ended up using all the rest of the heavy cream in the carton, and it was a brand new carton when I started the ice cream. So however much was left over after the 2 cups that I put into the ice cream, that's how much went into the the pot, and then I add a little bit of sugar because tomato soup can be a bit acidic for me, so I add some sugar to sweeten it up, and it was probably about 2 tablespoons of sugar. And then I'm putting it into my jars, and I'll let them cool a little bit and kind of let the tops do their suction thing, and then I will put some in the freezer, some in the refrigerator, and have that for dinner for several nights this week. And then we will be moving over to do kimchi stew in the Instapot, and I am basically going to cut up some pork belly, and it needed a half a pound of pork belly. Mine came with the skin on it, so I am cutting the skin off and a little bit of the fat because you don't need all of that. But while the garlic and the oil were sauteing over there, I'm doing this, and then I will add the pork belly and saute that, and then I'll be splitting out the kimchi so that way I can get some kimchi juice. And then once the onions and the pork belly all saute, I will add the kimchi and then gochujang as well. And then I will add some sugar to that, kosher salt, and then I will add the kimchi juice as well. And then it asks for 3 cups of stock. I just use 3 vegetable bouillon cubes and water, and then soy sauce, and then you go ahead and pressure cook it for 10 minutes, and then from there you do a cut up some tofu, and once it finishes pressure cooking, then you add the tofu and some sesame oil. And I had mine with some rice added into the stew, and it was really good, and I had some again today because it was so good. And anyways, so that is pretty much it. I meal prepped 2 soups basically that I eat for dinner, and then I prepped some ice cream, and the ice cream was excellent, and I'm still eating some of the little bowls and everything. But I hope everybody has enjoyed this video. It's not a true weekend because I actually did a lot of stuff on Monday, but I was working. I was working from home on Monday, but I was able to fit a lot of this in while I was working from home, thankfully. But I hope everybody has a wonderful week, and I will be back next time. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and like if you like this video. Thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful week.